Some semblance of victory today. Amen to all the prayer warriors. Yes, I was actually just about to lay down to bed and I got the information that we have been waiting for. Don Wells has now pled guilty to the DUI and probation violations. He's sentenced to 11 months, 29 days in Hawkins County Jail, of which he must serve 180 consecutively. If he completes a program in jail after 100 days, the court may decide to let him serve the rest of it via probation. Folks, Don Wells is locked up. Don Wells is in jail, folks. He is in jail. Finally, this man is where he needs to be. Now, what are we doing from here? What do we do from here, right? We continue to apply the pressure. We continue to monitor this case. We make sure that after 180 days that he does not get a slap on the wrist and get to walk out of that courthouse. He is in jail, folks. He is in jail. You didn't just hear it from me. Evil Exists posted on Twitter about a minute ago, 2 minutes ago or something like that Don Wells is in custody. We had one from Carolina 4 minutes ago. Allie Catris around 4 minutes ago. And it was based upon Bianca Maras, I can't pronounce her last name, with WJHL in Hawkins County. Don Wells is in jail and is behind bars. He did not get to walk out today from his courtroom and court appearance. So very happy about that. Hawkins County has renewed hope that somebody in that county actually has a brain and brain cells. I've got to say. Karen, I'm unsure who will break first. I really am. I don't know. So, I think, it's crazy because now Candace has no money. Her gravy train just ran out, right? He's in jail. He was the breadwinner. How is she going to make money? She doesn't do jobs like he does. So, I think, and she can't keep her legs closed. So it's just a matter of time before he hears and starts smelling that there's another man over there at his house living. And then he's going to be ready to spill all because he's ready to, there's no way this woman's going to be there. Sorry, I think there's makeup under my eyes. I'm not really I'm tired, but I'm not really this tired. I just been out in this weather covering another case. If you guys haven't seen, hold on, give me just a second. There we go. Hopefully, sorry. Yes, I am in bed. I am so sorry. I was ready to go to sleep and I said, you know what, let me just go on Twitter and see what is going on. You know what I'm saying? No, I am not in Tennessee. I am here in Florida. I just got back from Pasco County. I was covering the case of retired cop Curtis Reeves. He shot Chad Olson at a movie theater for throwing popcorn. Yes, it does happen. So, yeah, she'll be drunk. We need to watch her. We need to start watching her. I need to find out what her phone number is. But Don Wells is now officially locked up behind bars. I have to say, it is to Summer's Army. We did a huge mail campaign. I have to think that had some, it helped some. So we are very thankful right now that Don Wells is behind bars. I can't think. Hawkins County Judge, what is his name? Todd Enough. I can't remember what his name is. We had it. It's somewhere. But that judge finally did what needed to be done. And, Don Wells pled guilty. I think he thought if he pled guilty, they would go easy on him, give another slap on the wrist. He got a sentence just below what would require him to go to prison, the state prison. So they gave him an 1129. 1129 means he's going to serve his sentence in Hawkins County. I wish he would have went to not federal prison, but the prison. I wish they would have given him more than that. But you know what? We take our little small wins where we can get them. Yeah, Right, Florida girl, now would be the time to go back and start protesting. Absolutely, absolutely. Um, Nisa, I love that. Yeah, kitty, 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 kitty. Um, I hope so. I hope so. I mean, they're looking like fools out there. They're looking like fools out there. Now it's time for, now that he's behind bars, it's time for TBI and Hawkins County to start getting in his cell, start talking to him, start figuring out what the heck happened up on that mountain. So here's to everybody that's been involved in this case, that has helped in this case, that has, you know, just been praying for Summer Wells. You know, this is a tribute to Summer Wells' birthday. You know what I'm saying? Her birthday present came late this year. Let's think of it like that. Her birthday present came late this year. Her birthday present is today, watching the man that most likely buried her or put her somewhere go to jail. It's not much, but it's an 1129. It gets him off the streets. It keeps him from hurting another person. It keeps him from perpetrating violence upon anybody else. It keeps him from intimidating anybody else. It keeps him and keeps their finances gone. You know, what is Candace going to do? Candace, what did you do with Summer? What happened on June 15th? And don't give me this baloney that she was abducted. Well, absolutely. Now it's time for them to turn around and charge her with the neglect that she needs to be charged with, and get her butt behind behind bars too. No, we didn't mention Summer on her birthday because that was the day we were out looking for her. We did a moment of silence out by the river. Um, you know, we're not going to, what we do, we don't broadcast everything on YouTube. I know many people want us to, but we don't. We don't. As many of you know, I still have stuff from Gabby Petito's case that has never been released and never has seen the eyes of the public ever. And so you guys have to understand, not everything that we do, me personally or my team or our team will do, is going to be public and broadcast to everybody. We're not going to sit here and follow everybody else, right? Summer Wells is always on my mind. She is what drives me to do better. She's what drives me to be involved with more missing kids. As many of you guys know, prior to Summer, we did adults. We did primarily adults. And after Summer, you know, I realized that there are a lot of children, even though Don, he deflects. Like, he never wants to talk about Summer, even in a statement on her birthday. What did he do? He deflected from his own daughter to talk about all the other kids that are missing. We're not worried about the other kids at this moment when we're looking for your daughter, Dawn. We're worried about Summer Wells, you know, but it is eye-opening how many children in this country have disappeared, and a lot of them at the hands of their parents. Just recently. Oh, I hope not. Oh, I hope not. That would be ridiculous. No, he cannot post bail. He is required to serve at least 180 days before he's even eligible. Yes, exactly. Before he's even eligible to get out. And you know what? In 180 days, that would be the time that we need to be there protesting in front of that courthouse to make sure he does not get a slap on the wrist and released early. He should finally have to be required to serve his entire sentence. He has done enough damage in Hawkins County. His daughter is missing. And no matter how you look at it, even if you want to look at it as she was abducted, which I'm telling you, unless your butt has been out there to that mountain, don't you dare tell me there's a possibility of that abduction. I want you to go out to that mountain, and then after you're done looking at that mountain, you tell me that there was a possibility of an abduction. But even if there was a possibility of an abduction, it's because of the lifestyle that they lived and the people that they brought onto their property that cultivated the condition for her to be even abducted. Just saying. Yes, I heard about that. I did. There's been a lot of stuff. Olivia and I were talking today on the way back from the court case over in Pasco County. She was looking at some cases, and there's some horrific stuff. There's some horrific stuff back there. Yeah. Yes, he admitted this is what the what was said. Hold on, let me look. Don Wells, here it is. Don Wells just pled guilty to DUI and probation violation, sentenced to 11 months, 29 days in Hawkins County Jail, of which he must serve 180 consecutive days. If he completes a program in jail after the 180 days, the court may decide to let him serve the rest via probation. This man has violated so much probation over the course of his life. Leaving the state, like remember Utah, they had to come, FBI had to come in there and take him back to Utah because he absconded. So I really believe that if he is let go, he's going to abscond. So exactly. I hope so too, because many people don't know the stepsisters did file charges against him for the sexual assault. They are working that aspect. And, I'm sorry, but I've had an opportunity to speak with a sister, and I believe her. I believe the horrific things that have happened to her and her family. It's not just one of them. Okay. This is not just one person that came forward. It's three of them. So I'm hopeful that, yes, they do actually, he does. I hope he's extradited to Utah. Those are much more serious offenses. So disgusting how long it took him to. Oh, yes, absolutely. Well, we all know that's not true. I believe she's going to lose her mind on the field. Yeah, you know what? I believe she's just going to sucking and to get her pay and to get her drugs. I really do. Or you're going to have Kitty trying to do campaigns and all this money raising to help sustain her, which I think is sickening and deplorable. Because all she's going to do is turn around and use the money for drugs and alcohol. Sick. Yeah, I bet. Raise that money. Ching, ching. Cash app him. And they say I'm horrible. Every day, that man's on there begging for his chain gang. Every day. Fill his cash app up. I hope so. I hope she snaps and tells everybody what's going on. I hope she tells where she needs to go next. TBI. You've got enough for negligence, for child abuse, for child negligence, for drug abuse and drugs crap in that house. You've got Hunter acknowledging that she fed him alcohol. We've got text messages. We got social media stuff of one Candace having Cuervo and something else sitting next to her, and Allie saying, "Hey, drink one for me." And Hunter right under that, "Me too." So clearly, her serving him alcohol, it was a common thing. It wasn't a one-time thing. It was a common thing. That's against the law. They got enough to arrest her on that. What is going on with TBI? That has nothing to do with Summer Wells. And they could put her behind bars, right along with that piece of crap husband of hers named Don Wells. I think today is really the celebration we should be giving for Summer Wells. I know her birthday was on the 4th, but today is really her birthday gift. And I really, truly believe it was everybody. It was the protest. I believe it was, the mail campaign. I believe it was the telephone calls. I believe it was literally everything that we were trying to do that actually pushed this over and allowed them to finally say enough's enough. And then in addition, them having to go right back there. Obviously, he still hasn't learned his lesson. I mean, they were just back out there January 19th. Him and Candace both should have been put in jail. They both should have been put in jail. But again, Hawkins County, the police officers that don't want to police came out and decided, oh, that's okay. Just keep beating the shit out of each other. It's okay. You're good. Don't call us unless you guys get seriously injured, okay? You're good. You got a gun? Don't worry. Unless you shoot somebody, we're not coming out for you. You're good. You're good. What a joke. Ha! Candace will probably be getting cracked up. I believe that. She gonna go stay with the crack man over in Jacksonville or Jackson City. Johnson City. That's what it was called. Johnson City. She gonna go over there to the crack man's house in Johnson City. Let him turn around. She's got a lot to anesthetize herself. She doesn't want to think about the day that her irresponsibility led to most likely the death of her own daughter. That's probably why she's drinking herself slapped to death right now. Well, she was drinking herself slapped to death before this, but still. Yep. If he completes the program, yep, there it is. That was the sentencing. That right there was the sentencing right there. I hope she comes out and tells it all, man. I really do. She needs to. But the good news is Don is in jail. We fought very hard. Remember, 4 pieces of paper, 2 envelopes, and 2 postage stamps. People from around the world sent those letters in, from around the world. And what upsets me, Missy, is that he could have killed somebody in the drinking and driving, right? I mean, people know not to drink and drive, and he drank and drove almost every single day. Think about that, folks. He could have killed children. He could have killed anybody on those roads as much as he drinks. And he was driving. And he's doing all that meth and crack and all that other crap. I mean, he really puts people's lives in danger. Honestly, let me hook this up. Actually, I might have it up. I don't know where this came from, but today, going to the thing, I'm going to show you guys. I think I got it on this this thing here. Let me just show you guys this. It is, I'm going to try to show it to you. I don't have my second screen. Now, let me take it away real quick so I don't reveal some private information. Hold on. Share. Hold on, I gotta pull it out, and I gotta pull it back. Okay, there we go. So while I look for this, and then I'll bring it to you guys. Oh, here it is. Hold on, let me turn it off. Someone survived that. Oh, that was bad. That's bad. So this is what I got to see today. Hold on, let me go back. Okay, I'm going to show you guys what I saw today. It's bad. Someone survived that. Oh, that was bad. That's bad. That's wrong. That was on the computer or on my way to that court hearing that I covered today with Curtis Reeves. And sorry about that. But that was on the way to the Curtis Reed. Sorry, I'm in my room, not in the office. And so I got this stupid computer that I probably shouldn't even have went live on. I should have just gotten my butt up and went into the office, but I didn't because I'm lazy. I'm so tired. We got up so darn early this morning. But let's see what we got going on here. That'd be nice, right? Cut's gonna have Don in a cell, jailhouse snitch. Yeah. I wonder if they're allowed to smoke there. Like here in Florida, you can't smoke in jail. You can't have cigarettes. You can't even have vape. You can't have crap. Like they torture you. If you're a cigarette smoker, you're not smoking. You're gonna go through all. And I don't understand that because it's like, officers have a hard enough job, and the politicians here don't realize that when they make these decisions, the only people that are injuring are their officers, because quite frankly, people have withdrawals and they are cranky as heck. And I'm sorry, but officers shouldn't have to deal with a whole bunch of cranky people. They just shouldn't. So it is what it is. Let me see if I can get this thing up and going. Okay, Don. Yep.
Did they seriously give him a 1-day credit? That is a joke. Yes, thank you. Yep. Yes, thank you so much for finally doing something. All right, so I'm going to uh
back in the studio I go. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry about that. I'm too lazy to get up and go get the other computer. It's in the office and I don't feel like going and hanging out there. I hope they can't smoke. This is amazing news. This is amazing news. Yes, we are very happy. Oh, I'm glad I don't get myself in trouble. I'm so glad I don't get myself in trouble. I need to go hook up to the other computer because I had so much to talk to you guys. I just to let you know, I didn't go live today because I was out covering a case. Many of you guys don't know this is completely unrelated to Summer Wells. It was Curtis Reeves. He actually murdered. He was a retired police officer in Pasco County. He was in Wesley Chapel at a movie theater and gunned down a gentleman for throwing popcorn. He was pissed off that this gentleman was using his phone, which he didn't realize the gentleman was speaking with the babysitter on his phone. He had no choice but to use the phone. Out of this wide open theater where there was nobody really in the theater, he could this retired cop could have sat wherever he wanted to, and chooses to sit behind a 6'4" guy, right? And then when the guy apparently is a nice guy, but he got frustrated with this old man that wants to be cranky, a crotchety old man behind him, complaining about him, telling him to turn off his phone. He leaves the theater. I'm curious if when he leaves the theater, if he went out to his car and got his gun. But either way, he comes back in, he sits behind him, an argument ensues. Chad ends up throwing some popcorn on him, and the guy takes out a gun and blasts him right there in the movie theater, a 71-year-old man. It was sick. So anyways, I was covering the retired cop. His name's Curtis Reeves. I was covering his case today. They were doing jury selection. So I went over to the Pasco County Courthouse to cover that. And that's why we weren't going live. So, but here I come home. We just got home and I'm like, what in the world is going on with Dawn Wells? And I speak to another, a mod that's in here and asked her, and she wasn't sure. And I figured I was just about to lay down. I said, you know what? Let me go to Twitter and find out if I can find any information. And lo and behold, literally as I was checking it in, it had just posted 2 minutes prior to me coming live on here that he truly, in fact, is in jail. He will not be sleeping in his bed tonight. He will not be having another crack pipe in his mouth. He will not be having another alcoholic beverage, folks. He is gone. He is in jail. He's going to stay in jail for at least 180 days. And you know what? I will take any small win at this moment. Any small win at this moment. And kudos to you guys. You guys are part of the team. You guys have always been part of the team. We are very thankful because without you, none of this would have been possible. We wouldn't have been able to go out there and search for Summer Wells. We wouldn't have been able to do a mail campaign without each and every one of you. Many of you guys know who you are. Send me every day, send me information about this video, that video, a contradiction, a lead, something. You guys know who you are. Every day we get our emails filled with information, and it just shows that you guys care as much as we care. And we are truly, truly blessed that something, this is a tiny, tiny win, folks. We are going to take it. We are going to take it. He is off the streets. So kudos to every one of you. Kudos to every one of you. Because and if you guys notice, Olivia is not with him either. So we had to break apart. We had to do double duty. There was 2 major things. It was a team vote. Jonathan went where he went. We stayed where we were. Sometimes we have to do that. It's a team effort. It's not, an I or me situation. And unfortunately, he had the ability to get up there. We had to stay here and cover another case. So That was not at my request. That was at Jonathan's request. So for those that are curious, that's what's going on. So, but at least, you know what, at the end of the day, at least we have one of our team members in Tennessee with boots on the ground there, searching and hunting for her. God bless him. He's pledged $500 to any information that leads to her whereabouts. Again, many of you guys know that her reward money is going to be expiring on the 1 year anniversary of her disappearance. And so he's pledging that $500 even after that. So anybody with information that leads to the whereabouts of Summer Wells, now's the time to come forward if you haven't already done so. Any information, the slightest bit of information could be important if anybody saw them. Now, there was a one, I posted it on my community page. There was a YouTube channel that covered this. It was somebody from overseas, and I'm surprised we didn't pick up on it a lot sooner about the vehicle, you know, that where that video was taken of Summer's final moments before she disappeared, right? And some things aren't making sense. The vehicle that they said they were in, the interior of the video of that vehicle is much different than the interior of the vehicle that they had taken the video in. And I never noticed it before until she pointed it out. And I was like, you know what? You're right. It looks like Don's truck that they were in. Oh, thank you, Karen. Thank you for your love and support. We love you too. Alcohol is a drug. And actually, it's kind of funny because one of the cases that we were covering today was that we were discussing, Olivia and I were discussing, was a gal. She's 24 years old. And she's in Chicago, the suburbs of Chicago, and she went on a Bumble date. And the next morning, he woke up next to her dead, right? And it makes you think that sounds really odd. And they tried to say it was a drug overdose, and it was he said that all they were doing was drinking tequila. And I'm thinking, she said drug overdose. I said, well, alcohol is a drug. It could be a drug overdose with alcohol, but then we found out there was fentanyl in her, and I started thinking that this guy drugged this woman and to rape her. And I think that's exactly what happened. I really do. I think that's exactly what happened. And they're not looking into it. Cops have botched the entire crime scene. They didn't get forensics. They didn't get, and this is what I'm saying, you know, cops make mistakes. But, you know, they need to err on the side of caution. And when you start having missing people or dead people, you collect freaking evidence and you process the scene as if it's a crime. Anyways, that's just, I just wanted to go over that because Robin brought that up. And she is absolutely right. Alcohol is a drug. And actually, to be honest with you, out of all the drugs out there on the market, if you cold turkey anything, even though even heroin, you may feel like you're dying, but you will not die. You will not die. The one thing that you can die if you're an alcoholic is cold turkey alcohol. If you truly are an alcoholic, it can kill you. It can kill you. There is a process that alcoholics must go through in order to detox prior to going sober. It is never advised for a true alcoholic to stop cold turkey. It just isn't. It can kill them. So, Candouche. I love it. I love it. I love these names. But guys, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is a good day. This is a super, super good day. Don is officially locked behind bars. He is officially locked behind bars. Sorry, all the YouTubers that were getting those drunk calls from him, those have now come to an end. No more drunk dialing by Don Wells. No more crazy antics by Don Wells. While it was, you know, comical and not for me, you know, and no more. No more. I hope people start getting out that Don Wells is a celebrity. The man is not a celebrity. He's a despicable criminal. He has yet been convicted of his crimes. More to come. Maybe, possibly, but I was told that that's not even that heroin. It makes you feel sick, but it won't kill you. It'll make you feel like you wish you were dead, but it won't kill you. But I could be wrong. There could be some aspects that I don't know about. You know, I was never a heroin addict. I know nothing about it. So, yep, it was worth it. Today was worth it. Please stay tuned. Candace, what'd you do with Summer? What'd you do with Summer? He could. I don't know. Call me heartless. I won't lose any sleep. I won't lose any sleep. Smash that like if you like. Please share, subscribe, and join. Like, share, and subscribe. You know, there's also a join me or join button for a monthly membership. If you'd like to donate to us monthly, that would be awesome. You were the first to say he offered. Yes. Thank you. Many people don't realize that. Yes, I was. We talked about Brian Laundrie offing himself. We talked about the gun. Everybody called me a liar. And lo and behold, the man was shot dead by himself with the gun lying next to him. You know? Why? Because we were out there. So I almost want to fly out there. I'm telling you, I almost want to jump on a plane and fly out there right now. Thank you. Yes, that is true. Oh, give me a break. Call me what you will. Cry a river, build a bridge, and get over it. I guarantee you wouldn't lose any sleep if I passed away tonight, right? So are you a psychopath too? Jeez, Louise, get over yourself. Why are you here? Seriously. Thank you, Carissa. Thank you. Awesome. Good job. I love to hear those. Love it. Yep. Here's the reward video for anybody that wants to, that has information that leads to the finding of Summer Wells. You know, we'd obviously love to find her alive, but many on my team realize that that's not going to be a possibility because we know what happened, you know, at least based upon the information we received. We put the pieces together. This is what we discovered. So this is how we understand everything that went. So they were at the water hole. Something horrific happened. She went underwater. They got her out. Hunter got her out. Not even Candace. It was Hunter that got her out. Got the water out of her. She spit water out of her mouth. I mean, he even says that on Chris McDonough, right? So he's out there hollering. He says, "Oh, and you know, he said it happened only just for a few seconds. Then later he says he doesn't know how long she had been under. He said that they were up at the vehicle playing on TikTok and Facebook. So they just happened to look up and realize, wait a minute, we don't hear Summer. How long was that? They don't know." And then he goes out there. He talks about ripping his shirt off, going out there. "Summer, if you hear me," hollering in the water. Finally finds her, pulls her up out of the water, smacks her back. Water comes out of her mouth. He describes this. If you listen very closely, he describes all of this in that interview. I actually stopped it. Olivia has it. And I actually stopped it and started explaining, listen to what he's saying. And I'm pointing all these different things out. She hasn't released that yet. And long story short, you know, from based upon the information we got, something happened to the water hole. She got water in her lungs. They loaded her up shortly after the event. They went to all these different places. She appeared fine. And then there's something called dry drowning or second drowning. And that's whenever you don't go and get medical attention when you get water in your lungs. you can actually expire later. And then, of course, we see that video of the purpling of the cuticles, her hands swelling up, swelling on the side of her face. That's all indicative of her being dead or in the process of dying. And, obviously it was traumatic enough that Candace has PTSD-like symptoms when she goes down to that water hole. And Hunter has never been the same again, according to his entire family. So something happened at that water hole based upon what he told Chris McDonough. It sounds like a drowning. Okay. I think that Jody Sue, when she heard that scream, she heard Candace scream when she realized Summer was dead. She takes off like a bat out of hell, like in her own words, out of that driveway. And I think she goes and meets Don, and Don takes care of the rest. That's what we were able to piece together based upon people telling us that are close to the family, eyewitness testimony, again, firsthand knowledge of certain aspects. The rest were pieced together. Called common sense. So, fake news. Okay. You fake news? Not for you? You fake news? Huh? Prove me wrong. Yeah. And not only that, that's another thing. It was Tennessee hot that day. Why are you putting her in a jacket on a blistering hot day, right? And they were describing her cold. If anybody has ever experienced, whether it's been your grandmother, your grandfather, a friend, an aunt, an uncle, if anybody's ever experienced somebody dying, part of that process is they start getting very, very cold. So all these different things, all these different aspects of information make me feel that she was in the process of dying when they put those clothes on her. So, yeah, I know. Don's in jail. How fake is that? Yes, she did. Don is gone. She's going to have to figure out, sucking in. It's probably the only way she's going to get by now. Don, I hope you're ready. She's going to be laying up with another man. Give her 1 week. I give her 7 days. She's going to have a new man up in that house. She's going to be calling Jose Raymond. Hey, Jose! Jose! Don's away. Can you come over, please? I like you. I like you. Kindness, he pled guilty to the DUI and the probation violation, got an 1129. He has got to serve a mandatory 180 days. He did not walk out of that courthouse today. He did not walk out of that courthouse today. So, I know, I need to. I want to. I want to. I don't even know what plane tickets cost. I'm ready to go, though. Hold on a second. Let's see what they cost. I wonder what's the nearest airport. I mean, we flew into Knoxville last time, so Knoxville. No, I'm not looking for a room. I'm looking for a flight. I probably need Knoxville. Okay. That's for tomorrow? No, not March. What's today? So like the 8th, the 10th. Whew! I'm not even going to tell you what the cost is. Oh, MG. Can you guys see that? Ain't cheap. Ain't cheap. Maybe we'll wait. Lordy. Let me see what it's cost from St. Pete. Or not St. Pete, from Sarasota. I don't remember it being that expensive. I don't remember. Oh, because we didn't fly. We drove. That's why. $510. That's the cheapest. $510. Yeah, not. Closest airports: Tri-City, Regional, Blounttown. Fly Allegiant out of Clearwater. Yeah, but if I fly Allegiant, they only do, like, I have to stay up there for a week. They only do go up certain days, because I did that to my aunts, and I had to go there on a Thursday and come back on a Monday because of the way their flight schedule goes. And I don't want to get stuck up there. And that means I won't be able to meet with you. And we've got a spooky trail to go. So, have you heard anything yet about Don? Oh, Ronnie, I'm doing a live right now. How about it? We forgot to let Ronnie know we were doing a live. Oh my God. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. What does Mike Stevens says? I didn't see it. I'm missing people's comments. Sorry, guys. More like Candike. Yeah, right. If you guys remember that, what was her name? Stinton Has the Soup was out there and apparently says that Candace likes to call all the women, you dyke, you effing dyke. Makes you wonder, because she's the only one. Anyways, yes, Jen, thank you. I'm sorry, I should have called you. I ended up coming straight on right when I got off the phone with you. I ended up coming straight on here and just I checked Twitter right before I went to lay down, and I'm like, oh my God, he went to jail. So there was no way in the world that I was not going to come straight on here and tell everybody this wonderful news. Like, literally, when I went and checked Twitter, it just started posting literally 4 minutes before I jumped on here. And I was just, I was ecstatic. Don Wells is literally behind bars. Like, I am freaking out right now, literally behind bars. So anyways, y'all, I had a long day. I've got to put some videos together related to Curtis Reeves. He was in court today. They were doing jury selection, and it's not as big of a case as this, but it was a shooting at a movie theater. It was right in my own backyard. He was a retired cop. It is definitely newsworthy for at least a segment or two. So I am going to be working on that. We will be coming back. I'm going to have some more information. We're going to have to start pressuring some not law enforcement, some politicians in Tennessee to start getting things done against Candace. We have 180 days to lock her little butt up, and actually we need to have her butt locked up before then. So 1 down, 1 to go, guys. 1 down, 1 to go. Let's start getting our creative juices flowing. We need to think outside the box. What is the next step? What can we do as a team to start? Yes, we know about the trolls. We're not worried about them. I forgot to set the little thing, but we're getting off anyway, so no big deal. So what are the what can we think outside of the box and do to start pressuring them to start doing something with Candace? We got 1 down. We have 1 more to go. We need to get Candace behind bars too. We have got to get her behind bars. So yes, Tech Girl, Technic Girl, Team Summer all the way. We are Summer's Army. We need to start thinking outside the box. Today was an amazing day. 1 down, 1 to go. Let's figure out what we need to do. Y'all, please join me for Coffee Club first thing in the morning. We are going to go into this a lot more tomorrow morning. We need to start figuring out what we're going to do. We need to make a plan, and we need to execute that plan. We've got 1 more to knock out of the way, and then we'll have them both behind bars. Then the real work's going to start. We got to start getting these people pressured. Pressure breaks pipes, as my friend Jonathan Lee Riches would like to say. So, broke more laws than Don. Oh, I believe it. Because she was with those children. Don wasn't with those children. The neglect, yeah, is partly Don's fault. Like, we went over that stuff. Like, even watching somebody else beat your child and not doing anything about it, you're guilty of child abuse. So he is guilty of child abuse, physical child abuse as well. But Candace is the one that hit all these bars. They can prove Candace quickly, without a doubt. Yep. Oh, and another thing is, I don't know if you guys saw this. Let me share my screen again. Hold on a second. I want to show you this. I did take a screenshot of it. Let me find my screenshots. Hold on, let me pull it out again. I wish the box would pop it up. Let me find it. I got to find where I put my screenshots. There they are. I want to show you something. My computer's thinking. I don't want that. I want screenshots. Where's my screenshots? Is it all the way down at the bottom? There it is. There it is. Okay, I'm about to pull this up for you. All right, here, I'm going to share this now. Indigent fee. This man makes a lot of money and he spends it all on drugs and alcohol, that he is actually indigent in the eyes of the court. Indigent. Makes thousands of dollars a month, but can't afford an attorney. Can't afford his lifestyle. Can't afford jack crap. So just thought I would share that with you guys. He is considered indigent in the eyes of the court, which is insane to me. Yeah, I know. I believe that's right, Mike. I believe that is true. And I believe that they are working with law enforcement. The source that I had said that those boys are thriving. This was a while ago. This is not something recent. This was back, I think it was in November of last year when I talked to my source, and they said that the boys were thriving and did not want to go back home. They did not want to go back home. Yeah. Yep. He is required to serve 180 days of his sentence. I hope he is. But if not, the state is. I can tell you that. So, yes, guys, in the AM, we'll say between 6:30 and 7 tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow, we are going to go live with the Coffee Club. We are going to discuss this. This is going to be a brainstorm session for all that's involved. We want to make sure that we bring some bright ideas, guys. You guys have all night to be thinking about what we can do. And, I'd really, now that he's in jail, I want to see if I can be put on his visitation log. I'd like to go see him, say hi. Hey, Don, how you doing, buddy? Remember me? How you like my mail campaign now? How do you like my mail campaign now? Where's your daughter? What'd you do with her? But now that he's gone, it's time for law enforcement to get to work and start digging up anything they thought. If they have a lead to go somewhere, you get a warrant and go in there and do what you got to do. Check the houses, check the footers, get the ground penetrating sonar, because there was a house that didn't have any footers that ended up getting footers. You know what I'm saying? There is a story behind there. So I don't know where she's at, but I know Don does. That's what I know. Don is arrested, folks. Don is arrested. Yes. Hello. Yeah. And it wasn't just my letter. I wrote it, but it was a team effort without the people from here and around the world that actually wrote those. Because when we went to the assistant district attorney's office, they wouldn't tell us how many letters they received, but they received a lot. I venture to say 1,000 letters. Yep. So anyways, guys, we've been on here for an hour. Great day. I have been running since about 5:30 this morning after literally having 4 hours of sleep. I am slap exhausted. I will see you tomorrow morning for Coffee Club. Be there or be square. Y'all think tonight what we can do to keep this momentum moving forward. I love each and every one of you. I think you're beautiful people, and God bless you.